Hello and welcome to Crowdfunded Corner. This is the second installment, but this is actually, I think this is the first crowdfunded comic book I've purchased. I don't know if it was the first one that came shipped, but I wanted to do them in the order that I purchased, but I didn't. So we're going, we're gonna go with what we got. But Lone Wolf was the first one, and this is written by Doug Garrett, art by Jeff Lashley. Two cool guys. You can follow them on Twitter. But this is the story of Lone Wolf, a Native American guy on a quest for revenge and retribution. That's a classic tale, but with a little bit of a twist. I like the twist this one brought. He's investigating some signs and some disturbing signs. There have been some graves upturned, and he's investigating a local cemetery. And when he arrives, ghouls, they call them ghouls. And one thing, well, I might be a little too critical of the art in this one because I kind of liked it. But it's really like the coloring and the backgrounds is kind of muddy. I don't know, I didn't like, but I love these faces, man. In the mouth. It's weird. I don't know. It's something about it. It captures in it, and it looks like just taut, decaying flesh. And the colors work on that well. It's just like in the sky and stuff, not so much. And there's a page coming up later that's fucking awesome. But yeah, he goes, kills all these zombies, and when he pulled up, there was a car. The car takes off while he's busy cleaning up the riffraff. And he takes them off. There's a couple of cool things with the gun. He clacks the old school Western style, clacks the hammer with his hand, with the side of his hand. I've been reading the Dark Tower by Stephen King, and Roland Deschain is like an old grizzled, like basically Clint Eastwood, and he hammers his pistols like that. It's just I don't know if people really did that, but I would imagine they did. It didn't come from nowhere. But that's kind of cool. And yeah, but we have to jump ahead a little bit to this guy. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, this guy he's been tracking down. I don't know if he's been tracking. He didn't know he was tracking him down. When he sees him, it's a surprise. But we got immediate res, right into the action. All this is happening. He's on a quest. He's looking for some stuff, and then we get a little bit of a flashback and backstory. I like that. I hate it when stories start with the flashback. I hate flashbacks in the beginning. I hate flash forwards, like when they show something that happens later and then they flash forward. This one avoided both of those. We got right into the meat of the action, and then he tells us why we gotta care. And yeah, we go back to the past. This is quite a while ago because this dude's old, I believe. Where he was, the child of a Native American. Some people came, slaughtered him up, and he flees and dies. But he jumps off this cliff. But a spirit comes and rescues him. Well, doesn't rescue him. He tells him he's been chosen from birth. He's been chosen to, and I want to cut to that because that's awesome. Oh yeah, this way he tells him. That I marked you from birth. Now it's your turn to be one of the 5 guardians. But the rest of there's like the whole tribe was slaughtered, so all 5 guardians have to go into him. And this is the awesome page I was talking about right here. Yeah, this is like some just trippy stuff I like. And then you get the mouth again. Look at that. That's creepy. Those mouths are weird. I love those faces. I think he does illustrations. I would have to see. I would like to know how he did these. I mean, I'm sure it's like line drawings, but I think that it's watercolored or painted. Some kind of painting on top. I don't know how he did that. I'm curious. If he watches, I'm gonna tag him in it. Maybe he'll watch it and comment. I don't know. But yeah, that's awesome. This whole page, I like this and this a lot. These are my 2 favorite panels. Sorry, you can't even see it. Because, yeah, my setup's all messed up. Let me lean it. There we go. The boy's face. But yeah, and this first issue is basically setup. So he had this showdown with the guy, but he got away. He got killed again. Well, not killed again. He got stabbed. And it's like, ugh. And then he's off to find out what he did, you know, to track down that guy, because somehow that guy managed to live. I think that's the guy who killed his family, his tribe, whatever, and caused him to, you know, jump off that cliff to save his own life. So he somehow managed to live for as long as he has. He seems to be, for all intent and purposes, immortal. So that's why I was surprised to see that other guy. But now he has more of a defined purpose of hunting that guy down. But yeah, thinking about it now, I'm not sure. Maybe that'll be clarified in the next issue, which I hear pages are coming in, which motivated me to do this video, which I wanted to do for a while. But yeah, it clarified the storyline of whether or not he was actively looking for this man. Did he know that guy was alive? Why was he so surprised when he saw him? Which I imagine he would be surprised, because he was dead. Because, I mean, it was a long time ago. He just died of old age. But there's more story to come. It's interesting. Yeah, I didn't want to... Because the story... It's a first issue. It's so hard to judge a comic book off the first issue. Because a first issue of a comic has to do so much. You have to introduce the character, set up the plot, set up the world, set up the rules, basically. And before you can even tell your story. But I think this did a good job of setting up the world and setting up the rules. I'm not... now the story was a little light in this one. Because we just got, hey, this guy got killed and he's, you know, doing stuff. He's traveling around righting wrongs, or, you know, that's a little vague. But then we get into it, and the next issue will be more straight onto the story, and I guess we'll get some more background on this character specifically and what he's been up to, and the relationship, if there's more of a detailed relationship between him and the guy he's hunting down. I don't know, but it could just be, which is more than enough. You killed everybody I knew, and I'm gonna kill your ass. But yeah, it was a good one. I'm definitely gonna get the second one. I always was planning on it. Gravestone Press. I love this shit. I love yeah, I mean, indie comics guys have to be independent publishers now, man. So support this. I'm on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll post about it. Follow these guys on Twitter. I'll post their ats in the description. But like with all crowdfunded comics, they come with extras. You got some cool... I'm trying to find a place. This one, I want to put this... that's what I said. I have a... what do I have? I have a guitar that I don't know how to play. But if I had a hard guitar case, I would stick this on there. This one I might stick on my laptop. And then it came with this cool Banjo Doug comic. And this one, I think, was written by Matt Veely. Who was writing? Yes, yeah, Skinny. And this is about Doug, the guy who wrote it. He's playing a banjo, and it summons some monster. and the lone wolf character from this book comes to fight the monster. That's cool. And then I totally ruined this thing, this little pinup that just got scuffled. I don't know who the artist is on this. Gravestone Press. Yeah, this doesn't look like Jeff Lashley. He has a very distinct style. It's weird because I didn't know he did this when I first read it. I got this like maybe a couple months ago. But when I first read it, I was like, oh, whatever. And then I would see a lot of his art on Twitter, because I follow him on Twitter now. And when I was reading through this again, I was like, this looks like Jeff Lashley's art. It is. But you saw we got that, and then there was the variant. I gotta tilt my camera again. I forgot who did it. Down gently, and even I don't know if you can hear it. I'm not. Doug is in a band, called Before the Crows, and this was a perk. I got the CD, and that's what's been playing in the background. Bird Song, Where I Belong, a cover of Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers, and they did it pretty good. I was shocked. I was like, oh, ain't nobody covering that, but they did it alright. The song playing now is Never Made It Through, and then there's Bury Me in Tennessee. I like that one. I like all of them. It's pretty cool. Cool stuff all around. But yeah, look out for number 2. This was an awesome one. Take it easy.